Should have taken out Suzdal, actually, thinking about it. Well, once Kostroma's fallen, we'll do that. Betrothed can marry. Sure. Peasants! More peasants! Where peasants? Oh, up there. I'll deal with you after this actual war. Observing the movements of the stars at night, you've begun to see regular patterns. These observations, however, have raised some new questions. You're starting to wonder if, for example, the Earth is really at the centre of it all. Obviously. It's where the gods live. Namely Saberbane. Taishgar Sarakurt has converted to Suomenusko. That's good. 96. Waiting for his 100th birthday. Right, so you are 12. You would actually make a better diplomat. So I'm going to train you as a diplomat. Who's currently teaching you? I am. That's a bad decision. You should be being taught by someone who actually knows diplomacy. Like that dude. Stroma's fallen. You're busy sieging back the peasant-held stuff, so that's fine. A destitute noble from a former enemy court asks for permanent hospitality. Sure. And I need a new advisor. Well, I'm going to make the Marshal my advisor. And this system is atrocious. Whoever thought of this is bad. Because I can't make him an advisor from this menu, which means I need to basically fire him and then rehire him, which pisses him off, reduces his opinion. But I'm afraid I want a decent marshal, so sorry. And I'm going to make you champion. And you are going to train troops in Novgorod. And I will also need to get a new commander, because he no longer is one. Apparently all of my councillors are really good at fighting for some reason. As she's growing older, I can see that Herta could use some guidance in the experienced areas of war. Show her bravery to inspire others. I become stressed, she becomes brave. Sorry, you're a girl, so no, I'm not going to waste that. Can you play Iron Man Shattered Realms? I don't think so. It's not something I've checked, so I'm not sure. Herta seems to love ordering and counting things, coins especially. She could become diligent, or she will gain greedy. See if she becomes diligent. Alright, Suzdal has fallen. Let's head over this way. Although this war is pretty much over. You're about to get into a fight, so I think I'm just going to give you the top commanders right now. Although I've just realised that all of those commanders hate my guts. They're just going to leave the army as soon as battle starts. Let's bribe their asses. When in doubt, bribe them. My wife, Beata, has asked me to get rid of one of my courtiers, who she finds mighty annoying. On one hand, Beata may not be happy if I refuse the request. On the other, if I fire the annoying man, people will feel my wife has too much influence. There is no way in hell I'm firing my marshal. I've just gotten in trouble with one of my vassals because of that, so no. And he's also the most competent person on this council. Oh, that's 100%. Yoink. That's a lot better. So I still need to take these provinces off of you. But that is going to piss people off, so we'll need to find a legitimate way of doing that. But yeah, Novgorod is once again hale and whole. Let's go fight some peasants. Defensive pact? Threatening? This is my land! I had a rightful claim on it. Oh, the steward's not doing anything. Let's have you oversee construction in Novgorod. Let's get some of this stuff built up. You find him annoying? Well, I find you annoying, Fire's wife. I'm spending a pleasant moment alone with an attractive cook. The wretched child Kaido comes upon us and starts chiding me about morals. Beat the kid and give him a good hiding. Give him a good hiding. Kaido, the foul infidel, went around and told everyone lies about me as a childish revenge for the deserved beating I gave him. He is an infidel as well. What the hell do I care about what he says? And you're the chief of Chud, and you are the wrong religion. Why can't I revoke your title? You're in jail. You're a traitor. I guess I'll ransom you? But I guess it's because you're not a direct vassal. Except you are. No, you're not. Okay. You can pay me money. I accept money. Money is an acceptable payment. The research you conduct in your observatory at night is proving deeply fascinating. You could push your studies further, but you'd need to purchase equipment for it to be meaningful. I mean, I'd like to, but I kind of feel like this is just throwing money away. Okay, this song has come up an awful lot. Where's the music player on this game? I don't think there is one. Find that hard to believe. There is a next song. Oh, you're already fighting the peasants for me. That's very good of you. And you have been defeated. And executed. Stupid peasant thinking he can fight against me. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Worship the ancestors. We still have Roggenhild here that we can sacrifice. So that sounds like an excellent plan, and I would very much like prosperity and growth for the realm. And I am now positive piety. Marvellous! Okay, so, what do I want to do next? Finland is still fighting this war, and actually taking some of this land back. The thing is, I don't want to weaken Finland while they're fighting it. I need them to actually win this fight, in case the subjugation is bad. Also, I'm threatening. Wait, I have too many duchies? Oh, I do. Why am I holding Marom? Marom is literally that big, so I need to grant you Marom. Oh, and Mordva. There we are. That should improve some relations. Now I do need to try and get some Lent. Can I have space for it? You can have 2 duchies. What do you get from reforming a religion? A lot. So the first thing is, when you're an unreformed pagan religion, it is very, very, very difficult to convert provinces and people to your religion. So in time you basically just get wiped out. It's also almost impossible to resist conversion. Some faiths have it easier, and I think we're one of the ones that does resist it better. But yeah, you will ultimately lose land against these guys, which is why like Germanic is so centralized and so stable, and same with Tengri. Well, we're not. We're rather more divided, and we're also losing ground to other religions. Like I think all of this is probably Germanic. No, it's Slavic. The other thing is you get some pretty hefty bonuses. So with Holy Fury, they added this button up here, which allows you to basically pick and choose what features you want your religion to have. So we could choose from the nature, there's a whole list of them here, and you can basically choose any of these, and that gives your religion special abilities and special bonuses depending on what you want it to do. And each religion has one unique feature, so we have the Survivors of Ukko, which basically rolls 2 or 3 of these features into one, so you can get a lot more from it. So for example, the Vikings get the Sons of Ragnarok, which allows them to launch invasions, it allows them to sail down coasts, and it allows, sail down rivers, and it allows them to do looting, which usually would take you 2 or 3 other features, so your doctrine would be used up by that. But the Vikings get Sons of Ragnarok and something else as well. Yeah, the Catholics basically got raided into oblivion. Same thing with the Orthodox, though not as bad. But the Catholics... Well, basically, I think there is a bug, because all of the Abrahamic religions just get annihilated in terms of moral authority. Like, you'll notice there's no Islam, either. The only one that seems to have resisted that is my Phaisite. Somehow. And that's probably just because they don't have much coast to get raided. But Catholicism is gone, Islam is pretty much gone, Orthodoxy is pretty much gone, and instead you have the rising lights of Germanic, Tengri, hopefully Suomenusko. Although Suomenusko is going to be super duper defensive because it is next door to 2 extremely aggressive religions. I need a new marshal. Are you serious? He died? No, he's there. That was weird. Train me more troops. Right, and I should probably get you doing statecraft, which you are. And apparently he did die. Right, so Mordva... No, Moskva. Do I really want to give Moscow away? Hold on. How big a duchy is Moscow? See, the problem with Moscow, it's only 2 provinces. Unlike Vladimir, which is like 5. I think that these titles changed over time. So the Duchy of Vladimir obviously held these territories for a really long time and stole them out from Muscovy, so the de jure changed. You can do that if you hold it for like 100 years or something. So yeah, Moscow I am still going to give away. It's also not an amazing province, it's only 3 holdings. This is not the rise of Muscovy. It's too early. Let's see who can... What am I short on? Marshal is always nice. Also, stewardship. I'm going to give it to this guy. Grant landed title. Chief Kingdom of Moskva. Okay. And what is my retinue size now? still over, so I'm going to go ahead and drop you guys. I should also start centralizing my retinue to being heavy infantry rather than cavalry. I much prefer it. Alright, good. Are there any empires yet? Oh yeah, loads. Britannia is an empire. Oh, you can now actually see how big Britannia is, now that they're not fighting their war. Hispania is an empire. Burgundy I don't think is, which is actually a bit surprising considering how huge they are. Well, is it Tengri? And Tengri titles do tend to be empire level. They are not themselves horse lords. I think that's still a kingdom, technically. Kanem-Bornu is a kingdom. Arabia, I think, is an empire. Oh no, they're a Khanate as well. Nagajun, are you an empire or are you a kingdom? Nagajun is an empire, it's Bengal. And Tograkid, an empire as well. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't think Abyssinia is an empire, no. Likewise Nubia. Oh! Kanem-Bornu is an empire. There's 6. Khanate. Khanate. One of these days I'm expecting Thrace to get some unity here over Anatolia. Thrace is probably the oldest kingdom in the game. That was formed by the Queen of Bulgaria right at the start. Hey, Bussy, how are you doing? Your steward, High Chief Vesey, has suggested you build a great monument as a display of Novgorod's might. While such a project would surely have its benefits, it would be costly and you would need a great number of men to construct the monument. When the monument is completed, I receive 250 piety. We also get Holy Monument until the death of Armor, which is a monthly piety gain of plus 10%. However, while we're building it, so for the next year we have 50% levies. Or we can go for prestige. No, I'm going to do this for piety, because we do ultimately need piety to reform the religion. This is going to be so friggin' difficult. Still not entirely sure how I'm going to go about doing this. Where's Britannia on the Adriatic? Oh, they are as well. Huh. And the Venetian Norse Republic is still here. The petty kingdom of Scania. Wait, Scania? But their capital is Venice. That's hilarious. Please tell me you have 2 ducal titles. Yeah, you have the Earldom of Venice as well. I really want these guys to become a merchant republic. A Germanic Norse republic in the Adriatic, just pillaging the living daylights out of Burgundy would be hilarious. In fact, they probably are doing a bunch of damage to Burgundy. Yeah, their provinces are pretty well built up, so they clearly have a lot of money. I have yet another new heir, because they never seem to be able to make up their minds. I can upgrade my soldiers again. I am really tempted to go for the heavy infantry upgrade. I do like my heavy infantry. And no, we're going to save economy for castle or keeps. And I'm going to save culture for legalism. Right, this chap could try and join a society. I think he's going to join the followers of Otso. He's pretty good at fighting. Chief Andamio of Keltma and the followers of Otso greets me with a brief nod. Another recruit, huh? To join our ranks, you need to prove yourself, boy, the man says gruffly, folding his arms across his chest. You'd be fighting one of our own. Still interested, my lord? I'll gladly fight to prove myself. Also, let's change you to war. Let's get that extra 10 combat ability, shall we? Chief Angio Sharptongue and the followers of Otto have chosen Sati as my opponent. The middle-aged woman eyes me up and down when we are introduced. Fresh meat, eh? She offers mockingly before shoving an elbow in my side, making everyone laugh. Ooh, she's pretty good at fighting too. I'm slightly better, but only just. Our Chief Tessati is taken aback when I injure her. King Armar wins, someone proclaims, and my opponent groans. I'm ignoring the pain in my face, and I have a suspicion it's going to hurt for a while. It's worth it. So I gain prestige, I gain monthly prestige. I am wounded, however, but then so is she. And I've gained a bit of dueling experience. Oh, being possessed actually increases your combat ability, that's funny. To the Honourable King Armor of Novgorod, during the initiation, your display of bravery and good attitude impressed us all. We gladly invite you into our ranks. Awesome, so I am now a member of the Followers of Otto, which is the Bear Society, which I've never joined before. This is a new one for me. And my abilities are we can duel my foes, we can create shield maidens from sisters and daughters, we're a survivor, so we're resilient to battle injuries, and when I'm leading troops my experience gives me new events in the field of battle, which is very good. Thrawn, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. And Bebok, I'm sorry I missed that one earlier. Welcome to the channel. Good to see some new faces here. Do I want to do any righteous imprisonments? I'm not sure that my realm is necessarily stable enough for that. No, I need to get rid of the short realm modifiers, although we clearly have quite a few enemies. I'm somewhat surprised that no major factions have spawned. Because remember, the Queen was fighting against that like her entire realm. Although people did not like the fact that she was disfigured and a woman, so that probably makes things slightly easier for us. Okay, so the town is fully upgraded. Let's go ahead and get the keep, I guess. Or we could go for the Druzina training grounds for more heavy infantry and also heavy infantry defensive abilities, which I think modifies all of the heavy infantry to come from this location, not just those 50. To come from this holding. Let's do the levy. I don't want to spend all of my money. I do want to keep a surplus going if I can. And prestige. Do I have any prestige I can spend? Not really. Right, my retinues are still costing me prestige. See, the problem here is I'm over my retinue limit. And that's actually a good thing. Oh dear, I'm infected. Do I have a doctor? I do. Are you the best for the job? No. Can I bribe you? Yes. My court physician, Shaman Eri, has shared some of his latest ideas with me. I do not know much about medicine, but maybe he's onto something. I will fund your medical research. Please get better at doing medicine. You have such terrible stats, my goodness. Thankfully, my council is pretty strong. One of my subjects realised that I've been overtaxing everyone for quite some time, and everyone knows about it. Even though it was an honest mistake, they refused to send me the proper amount, claiming that the difference has already been paid. Those stingy bastards. So that was you. You're dead. Offered up in sacrifice. A year ago. I find that highly suspicious. Or else she's talking from the grave. I mean, we do worship our ancestors and all. Although she is a filthy pagan. Actually, it'd be a filthy infidel. We're pagans too. Shouldn't be mocking that. When is this sodding war going to end? It's got to have been going on for like 50 years. Can I see when it started? Herta has finished her education in the ways of war. That's good. Let's get you married off to somebody suitable. Actually, yeah, he's good. Do I want this to be matrilineal, though? To keep you in the dynasty? Nah. Oh, that's a lot of prestige as well. Sweet. Education focus for Cisco. Cisco is my sister. And she is definitely going to be one of learning. Look at those traits. Oh, hang on. You need to be taught by someone who can actually teach you about that stuff. Which is actually him. Okay. Well... we do have several people who are even better at it than he is. Cynical, trusting, craven, cruel, erudite, cynical, deceitful, cynical, cruel, arbitrary, shy, content. None of them are a mystic or a physician, though. I think you're okay being taught by who you are being taught by. Do I have succession? Okay then. Well, the defensive pact against armor has been broken. And we are now King Conail. Right, my predecessor, who was it again? Died of an infected wound. Damn it! And now we're terrible at fighting. We are, however, very learned. And we're also very diplomatic. Now I need to redo everything. Actually, no. We seem to have inherited everything as it was. Well, okay then. And I didn't lose any territories because we had no eligible successors to do that. Not terrible then. Except for the fact that we're terrible at fighting, so you are banned from the battlefield. Don't even think about it. You want to get married? I can help you with that. So I definitely want my religion. These need to be women. Don't care if they're a ruler, but not married. And I think I might double down on the diplomacy. I think she might be the best choice. 10, 10, 17, 11, 12. Patient, diligent, ambitious. Oh yeah, good combo. She's pregnant though. Do I care about that? Actually, there's one other thing I should... Oh, how old is she? 36. She's a bit older. Are there any geniuses? No. What about Shrewd? There are 2 Shrewds. One is 29. We're 27, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. Shrewd, sturdy, trusting and shy. She is an intricate web weaver, however. What about Brawny? A 17-year-old Brawny who is also very learned. You know what? I prefer you. You're only 17. Thought you might say yes.